The Man in the Fields Ritual. This ritual has been passed down throughout the centuries and originates from the British Isles during the Middle Ages, where it was viewed as devil worship and a way to protect your home by those who know that what was really standing in the fields was not the devil. If completed successfully, the ritual will guarantee you 1 year of physical safety, financial, or mental, depending on the events during the ritual. You will need a house in the countryside, preferably one with a field of crops out back. Technically, all that's required is a large backyard, the larger the better. But success has only come from houses in the countryside. A candle. Attempting to use a flashlight, cell phone, or any other electronic source of light will be unsuccessful, causing the light source to flicker and die out after only a few seconds. This is why either a candle, an oil lamp, or any sort of non-electronic illumination is required. A crucifix. I'll explain why later. A watch or a clock to carry around with you. Again, cell phones or any electronic devices will not work during this ritual. To begin the ritual, make sure that it is late enough for nobody to be around outside, and make sure that the sun has set. The being that the ritual is based on will not appear if anyone other than you are around to detect the being's presence. Now, the earliest successful summon was at 9 o'clock. When you are beginning, light your candle. Go out into your backyard and whisper 7 times, but who will scare the crows away, while facing the house. On the 7th whisper, you will hear from behind you, that's not your biggest problem. Then, go inside, without looking back, and immediately go inside and close the door. Now the ritual begins. Everything in your house that can open has. Take your crucifix into a room with only one door, and close the door, and leave the crucifix there. That will be your safe room in case the ritual goes wrong. Make sure that all doors, cupboards, cabinets, and whatever else that can close is closed. If he gets into your safe room, you're dead. Your goal is to close everything that is open before your watch reaches midnight. This sounds very easy in description, but think about it. Every bag, every door, every window, every container in your house has just been opened. The challenge isn't closing them all, it's remembering them all. As you make your way through your darkened house, you will notice that out of the corner of your eye, you will be able to see a man dressed in a simple farmer's outfit. Out of the corner of your eye, you can see that his skin is gray. But do not look at him. And whatever you do, don't look directly into his eyes. But don't be afraid of him. This is not the man in the fields. He is merely a herald, a referee of sports, of sorts, to make sure that you're closing every container. He will be following you, but he will not get in your way or slow you down. Make sure not to look into your backyard. If you do, you will notice that a scarecrow that was never there is there. Its head is a cow's skull, and its limbs are impossibly long versions of a human being's arms and legs. While the skin on its arms and legs is pale, they are not skeletal. The only thing that is missing is a head. If you fail the ritual, or do not reach your safe room in time, he will take yours. The reason I was telling you not to look out in the backyard is that you will notice the scarecrow. He will also notice you. If you don't look in the backyard, and you don't see the post and the scarecrow, which is the man in the fields, you will have until midnight to complete the ritual. If you are 100% sure that everything in your house can open has closed, make your way to your bed and go to sleep. For exactly 1 year, you will have complete and total safety in everything that you do, depending on when you started the ritual. If you had started at 3 o'clock, if you had started 3 hours before midnight, you will be guaranteed 1 year of physical safety. If you start 2 hours from midnight, then you're guaranteed 1 year of physical and financial safety. If you start 1 hour from midnight, then you're guaranteed 1 year of safety from everything. Nothing that you ever do will ever have any negative consequences. But it is highly recommended that you do not do this ritual, for it can be very, very dangerous. Do this ritual at your own risk. And while you're doing the ritual, just remember and focus on what you're risking.